Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. All teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, here's Jones. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for Taylor. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they can be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's May. Throw right side finds Pittman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
At the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here goes throw. Main out of throw on 3rd. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's going to go out of bounds with close to enough for the first. But he is marked short, so it is 4th down and less than a yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They'll run for this. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that was going to be an RUN. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive it forward and get the 1st.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's the pistol snap to May. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back way this game, but no results yet. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
What's that? Crazy.
Back to the air. It's May. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Michael Jr. with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Cordero Patterson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front ready to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. Trying for the deep ball. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
38-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They gain 11 on that play, and that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
May looking to throw. Going with the screen to Taylor. Jukes away from one. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Taylor now up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's May to the air. It's a screen pass. Charbonnet breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down, May. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. May throwing for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
Space on the right. He's got room. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
May trying again here on 2nd. Dumped off to his running back. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
That finds Pittman, complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Taylor has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Here's May, 3rd and goal. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Trying to throw for it with May. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked by Marquis Siegel. And the Buccaneers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Is a turnover on downs.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Rob Frank, first guy he had, no gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. Breaks through and breaks away. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Pass play now. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. Throw complete to Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go. 70-10.
He'll work against the blitz. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Willie Gay with the pick. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. A run here with Taylor. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Operating from the gun, here's May. A throw right side finds Pittman. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go, start.
From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Screen here for Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
With that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go. 60.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. He's going to throw it. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Ready? Go 80. Go.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing on 2nd. He finds Brown right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Bucs have the 1st. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. All right, right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
It's 4th down.
Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Buccaneers 10.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here goes tonight. Ready, what's that?
May now from the gun. Finds a man right side. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
May off the play fake. Another one here to London. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd.
The Lions.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10.
New set of downs for them from the 31.
Here goes tonight.
On play action, here's May. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Drake London with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And the kick is missed, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like a defensive miscue is going to give them another try. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. So they miss the kick, but the penalty gives them another shot, and this time they're going to try for 2.
The Lions will
They will throw. Has it at the 1, and he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is.
13. Buccaneers 10.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Patterson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Bridgewater to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's going deep. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. He's trying to go deep again. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Picked up at the 38. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. May now. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This, 42 yards from the right hash. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll double their lead to 6. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Completed left side to Thomas. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Bridgewater finds Gibbs out of the backfield. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Long-time standout, Calais Campbell there for the stop.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Trying to throw this from the gun. It's caught Metcalf. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46. Third down.
I feel so bad. I really really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Third down run by Gibbs. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that will be at Tampa Bay first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Bridgewater to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Second down, looking for options. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And the Bucs have the first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Let's go.
First down, play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that'll bring up second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard. And you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Lions going to the dime look here on third down. 6 DBs out there. Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Aubrey puts it through, and that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Reed. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That throw intended for Drake London. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Gets this one to London. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Buccaneers 27-yard line.
Ready, what's that?
From the gun, it's May. and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
They go play action. Here's May. Completed left side there to Jennings. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's May. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Gano ends the point after. And the Lions making a 10-point ball game.
23. Buccaneers 13. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Patterson now to return it. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Motioning left is their running back. Another throw here on 2nd down. He finds Brown right side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. He'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Throwing it again here. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They are throwing it again. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Going play action, May. They sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
May now to throw on 3rd. Into a crowd and intercepted. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
There he goes on the right side. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Wow, still a full quarter left and down only a score, but here comes an onside kick. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Reed. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe on that rapid pay the bills.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Taylor. It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here goes.
May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Man downfield, and he finds London. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
The 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's more of the catch out left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first
Just
down.
1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. First down now, ball at the 33. Again, it's May. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Taylor. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Gano's point after is good. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Lions 30, Buccaneers 20. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Patterson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Your 2nd and 10 from the 21. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Connection made to Shepard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
First and 10 from the 32. They're going to try and throw it here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Sticking to the air here. Coming near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Trying to run with Gibbs. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He's dropping back to throw. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.